Okay guys, welcome back. We're at the Battle Bears main menu, and I turned the music off so you guys can hear me because someone said in the last video for the glitch, if you missed that, it's a bunch of glitches on Battle Bears, you should check that out. But I'm going to be showing you what you should do to become a Battle Bears Pro. Okay, so I'm going to be oftenly changing between the guest accounts so I can show what your perspective is and all that, so let's get into it. So the first thing I suggest you do every day is log into the game, because the only way to get gas is if you pay for it or if you log in every day. And so by logging in every day, even if you can't play, just log in, collect the reward, and then turn it off and be done with it for the day or whatever you do. And when you first start, go to bundle deals and scroll down until you see these. They say 0. If you have any of these, just do this so you can get the reward. And yeah. And don't forget to check out these bundle deals because they're actually like good prices on items and groups of them, that is. Okay. Oh, and Skyvu, if you're watching this, welcome to my channel. Glad to have you here. And for you Battle Bears players that are out there, if you're wondering when Battle Bears Ultimate comes out, Skyvu said they'll let me know when it comes out for iPhone users. It's still in beta, just to let you guys know. Actually, I will get good at it, and then I'll do a video the same there. Skyvu, if you're watching, is it going to be the same mechanics, or is it going to be like the same as the last one, or is it going to be a little different, or is not much changing? So that's something you should tell me so I can tell people. That's something I think people would want to know. So let's jump into it on Battle Bears Gold. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to unlock the characters that you can. Since you already have Oliver and I think the Heavy by default, you're going to get the Huggable. You're going to get the demo, and I'm pretty sure the Sniper is on sale too, and so is the Scout, the Chub Scout. Because if you're new to this game, it used to cost different, but now they changed it for some reason to cheaper prices. So you buy all those, and find a character you like. So I'm going to run through all the characters and which weapons you should buy and which ones you should not. Because, I mean, they're all good in their own way, but some are just not good, and others are really good, like the one I'm holding. This is Oliver's Urine Shooter. It's probably one of the most OP weapons in the whole game, but it's still got its own debuffs. So we're going to start with Oliver, and for primaries, the Akrimbo pistols are okay, I guess, but really I suggest you not buy them, because they're decent, but not as good as I think they should be. The minigun, definitely, if you can, go ahead. It's not a super OP weapon, but it's pretty good. The OCO Gauntlet, definitely do get this once you reach level 20, if it's still level 20. It's a really good close range weapon. I'll explain a little bit about that in a second. But the Sci-Fi Phasar, I don't have this. I could buy it right now if I wanted. But it's actually a really good weapon. It's basically the more accurate version of this one, if you can. This one's more expensive than this one, but it's definitely, they're both worth it, I know. So if you're going to buy something right off the start, then buy this one. This one's a nice one, I see. You know what, just because I just had it now. So, besides that, yeah, you can if you want these, but honestly, I suggest getting this one right off the start. And if you can't, get the You're in Trouble, so, because it's really strong. So basically, all of his weapons are pretty good. Even his default one is pretty good. So, but if I'm gonna order these from first to last, You're in Trouble, probably this one, then this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these two. I mean, the Soaker is just not as good as the You're in Trouble, but it's like a more of a noob version of the You're in Trouble. So if you want it, you can go ahead and get it. But I think they're all pretty good. And yeah, so the secondaries, I suggest getting the TNT launcher, the spread shot, the steam shot, or the solar wind scar. These are all of his best secondaries in my opinion. So yeah, let's move on to really his melee weapons you can choose. And yeah, so but before we continue with which weapons you should buy, let's tell you what things you should definitely get. So let's go to that real quick. First things, go to Pro mode. If you're gonna want to buy jump, like as soon as you can, get the jump button. This is a very important part of being a pro Battle Bears. And if you want, you can get radar. It was a little while before I got it. So yeah, you can. It doesn't really matter. But if you're gonna get one of these, get jump button. It's incredibly important. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. A pro real quick. I suggest if you're wondering which one of these you would get off this to be a pro, depending on the character, but I suggest the Turkish SW boots, because these are probably, like, almost everyone uses these because they're really good, really important, I'd say, in being a pro. Any of these will work. I really don't like the Iron Curtain that much, but besides that, they're all very good. The Flawless Disguise is kind of like a troll, so that's a pretty funny one. But besides that, the only one I suggest I wouldn't get, for you noobs, no beginners, or people that don't have it, don't get the Iron Curtain. It's really not that good. For equipment, all of this is good. I mean, the ones I don't have are melees because I really don't care for those that much. But besides that, I have everything except for ammo +1, ammo +2. No, I have ammo +2. I mean, armor +2. My bad. So, I'm probably going to misspeak and say something retarded during this. I don't know. Okay, so moving on to characters. For being a pro, what you want to do is, besides, because to get your currency and you want to buy better weapons, you want to unlock all 3 of these, because it's important to have all 3 of these so you can pick the same characters and use, like, slightly different weapons. But yeah, so once you have these, like, if you feel like you're doing terrible with one guy, you can just if you die, you can just switch out and choose another one. Personally, my favorite is Tillman. And yeah, let's continue moving on from the characters. Moving on to the assault. So, I hear that the Bass Cannon is a really good weapon, so if you can get that, go ahead. This one is a kind of like, if you're going to get him, I suggest getting this one, because this one's pretty decent, actually. Lightning Bolt is decent. This one is terrible. It was nerfed or something, and it's horrible now. It can never kill with one full magazine unless it's like a huggable or a sniper, which they have the lowest health. But this one, I don't know if it's been nerfed or not, but it's incredibly good. Like, if you're right up in someone's face and use this, it will kill them one hit. I've seen it kill Oliver's one hit, Will, with a Chub Scout, one hit. It's really good. And yeah, secondaries. Last Resort is a pretty good one if, like, you have, unfortunately, they've changed it, so now if you die, you can, your team loses a point, so no point in really having this. Metal Crush, I would suggest, and Energy Barrier. Those are the only 2 I would suggest. Because I don't have the jump in, but this one is really good because I've seen gameplay and it's really amazingly good, so. Let's move on to Riggs. Riggs is the one that has the most health and it's the slowest. I would suggest the Bounce Laser. I think the Flamethrower is better now, but I'm not sure because I've seen people, like, destroy people in a second with it, but I guess it's pretty okay. The Big Iron, perfectly good. The Field Medic is really good unless you don't want the minus 30% debuff in health. The Provolone is really good. It just takes a while to wind up. And if you're going to start, noobs, I suggest getting this one right off the bat because it's actually a pretty good weapon. I mean, for a while I was just using this weapon with him, and I was getting amazingly good gameplays. So let's move on to his secondaries. Secondaries, Freeze Blast. Unless you have, like, a really good phone or iPad or something, I suggest not using this because I did a video. It was called, I can't remember if it failed to upload or not, but it was called the Lag Machine. Because if you shoot all of them, not even all of them, like most of them, your entire game will start to lag, and then it's insane. It's that bad. So, I mean, unless you have a good thing, then this is good, like, because people will be slowed and it will destroy people really well, but it lags the game like crazy. Mother of Nature, really good, throws like a berry and it poisons people, so I would suggest this. The Plasma Orb, if you're good with doing the technique, I'll teach you the shotgun technique in a second. Oliver and Riggs can both do this. The Buzzkill, not worth it, I wouldn't suggest this, but the Sucker Punch, probably out of all these, is my favorite, because if you hit someone with it, it will basically, for like 4, 5, or 6 seconds, I can't remember, it will completely stop them, and then you can just destroy them with your release. So I'm gonna move on to the next character. The Huggable. I will be doing melee in this because it's based on melee, so I would suggest out of all these, one of these 3. Soulfly, Static Shuffle, or Losing Your Head. All 3 of these are incredibly good. I'll teach you a special technique with them. I would suggest Supersized Me, Mini Me, and Charge Run. I mean, Phantom Hug I guess I could, but The others aren't really that good, in my opinion. I mean, the Super Size Me is good because you get cool health regen, but and you get really big and you can do lots of damage by taking your opponent by surprise. But yeah, so let's move on to the next one. Like I wanted to say, I would suggest either the Punk bands because they're the cheapest out of the good ones. Besides, I mean, they're better than the Wactus or the Seesaw, or the Punk bands. That's the ones I would suggest. So moving on, the Demolition, my favorites. I would suggest the Twin Bearzuka, the Snow Matter, the Light Matter can be good, the Dark Matter, the Bouncing Betty, and if you feel like enough of a pro, you can use the Blastomo. It takes a little bit of technique to use him, but it's really good, actually. It destroys people. And secondaries, I've seen even pros use Fireworks because they're incredibly annoying. So, if anything, if you're going to spawn with him, I suggest buying him and using him because you're going to start with his Big Shot, which is pretty crappy. And I would save up for either the Dark Matter after a while, for the Dark Matter weapon, the Bouncing Betty, and the Twin Bearzukas because they're the cheapest out of all of them because they only cost jewels. Like the Bouncing Betty, I would save, and I'll teach you a technique on how to get more jewels. It's actually a technique that I discovered. Yeah, moving on. Next, we have the Sniper. The Sniper is a really good class, in my opinion, but it's been nerfed a little bit. It's the fastest class in the game, and also the lowest health in the game. So it's the Art of War is like no-scoping, so I suggest this weapon, definitely. I used to suggest the Mamba Boy because it was so overpowered, because it had 10 shots and it was rapid fire and it was abused, and I even have a video. If I can remember, I'll link that video down in the description. You can see how overpowered it is. But now it has like 3 shots and it's incredibly slower. Don't buy the Mamba's Boy. The Viper Rifle is okay, but definitely can be replaced. The Capital Pains has a really quick headshot time because it'll lock on really quick. Doesn't have the highest amount of damage, but it depends on, if you saw my glitch video, depends on what you're using, either an iPad or an iPhone. I'm not sure if it's any different for Android, but I think it was on iPad. It's better on iPad than iPhone because it has a faster lock-on time by like 1 or 2 seconds. I can't remember. The Deadeye definitely suggests. Crossbow, no. The Blow Dart, yes. These Blow Dart is really good. The Crossbow, I say don't because there was a video I was in I actually have it. It's called Is That You, Super Warrior, if you know who he is. He was fighting and against my team and he was using this and he sucked and I destroyed him. So don't use this one. The secondaries, the only one I could suggest is the Daydreamer or the Fairy Dust. That's it. So, and I would suggest Invisibility or the Jump Boost. So, moving on. The Chub Scout. This has been, the price was nerfed a lot from 100 gas to like 3,000. So definitely worth trying to get him. Try if you can. And I'll teach you again, don't forget how to get more gas, jewels really easily from playing games. For some reason, it's really weird. Buster Cannon, you can go ahead. I wouldn't suggest it, but it's actually a decent weapon. The Boomstick, yes, I don't have it, but I've seen gameplay. It's really good. Boomstick is actually pretty decent. Yes, this one, Senior Potato. The Pie Bomb, I'm actually not sure because I heard that it was buffed because it was so bad, but I don't know. The Chainsaw Shotgun, definitely. This is probably his best one, along with the Senior Potato. So, going to the secondaries. He's got basically two types of weapons. Like, they're the different types. So as you can see, these, the ones in the cans, they make them explode. And they just, one does a little more damage, and this is the one that does more damage. But it makes you get really big, and after a little bit of couple of seconds, it'll explode, and anyone in the explosion will die. But be careful because it's hard to use because you have to get really close to someone, and they might kill you while you're expanding. So be careful with that. These two, the burritos, they basically make you start running a lot faster and spitting out fire. So if you like run up to someone, you can be running quickly and spitting fire on their face. So it's a really useful weapon. And this one basically start throwing. It only lasts a little while, so I mean, you can get it if you want, but honestly, I would probably get this one in my opinion. The only one that I would suggest. And moving on, we're moving on to the Engineer. Engineer. One thing real quick, I know I'm saying this, but another thing for being a pro is before you get any weapon, do research on it. Look it up online. Look for gameplays. Look for people's opinions on it, and because there are terrible weapons that people get good gameplay with. Just make sure you do good research because there are some really crappy weapons, such as this weapon, the Buzzsaw. It's incredibly shitty. It's horrible. Like, I mean, honestly, it's not even that good. But the only one I could suggest out of all these are the hand cannon, and if you feel like it, the gamma ray. Honestly, those are the only two worth it ones. And as for secondaries, I would suggest the black hole, the proximity mine, this one, and if you feel like it, this one. So we will be moving on to the next one. Let me just make sure we're just about done with all the characters and my opinions on their weapons. So we're going on to Botch. Another thing you want to do is, what was it? Yeah, oh wait, never mind. I was going to tell you that in a sec. So I'm not sure how good the Toxic Plague is. I've seen good gameplays, I've seen bad. I wouldn't suggest it in my opinion, so you can just skip that one. But Chaos Toss, definitely go for. It's really OP. I'm not sure if it's been nerfed or not, but it's basically once you hit someone with it, they're poisoned for an incredibly long time. They'll most likely die. Doom Cloud is the default weapon. It's incredibly noobish, so if you want to get rid of that, please do. It's kind of noob. The Cosmic Fire I think it was buffed a little while ago, but no, I wouldn't suggest this. So actually, the only two three with the Chaos, I would suggest are the Chaos Toss, the Orbs, and Energy Bombs. And for secondaries, I would suggest the only two are Cosmic Bomb, that's number one, and Nova. Cosmic Bomb, you throw like a giant thing in the air, a giant energy bomb, and it comes down a very big explosion, and it's very powerful. And the Nova, like you make yourself explode, you don't die, but it just does damage, and anyone near you takes a lot of damage. Okay, so moving on to the last couple of folk. Is the combat tech. The combat tech everyone uses its default weapon because it's really noobish, but I would suggest either using its default weapon or the plasma machine gun, and it goes along with its secondary. So for the plasma machine gun, I would suggest using the minigun, and for the default using the missiles. For the shotgun, using the gamma burst, and I'm not sure what you would use with the landmines. Maybe the poison. I don't know, but. And moving on to the last character is the Arbiter. Okay, so his default weapon is okay at close range. It's a decent, so I would say it's good. But honestly, all of his weapons are very good. The parachute shoots like a little parachute. If it hits someone, their head is stuck in a parachute, so it's hard for them to see, and they take damage over time. So that I would definitely suggest this one. The glue bomb, it's a bomb, but it slows people if they're near it when it explodes, or they walk into its area after it's exploded. So it's actually a really good weapon for slowing people down. The grease lightning is basically probably the fastest firing gun in the whole game. It instantly runs through all of its ammo, and if you hit someone, I think it will kill an Oliver if you get every shot on them. But I would suggest any of these. These are all really good. As for secondaries, I can only suggest two. The only two, number one, you must get him for this character is the Carpet Bomb, and if you want, the Drain Field. So now I'm going to teach you how to get more money. I'm actually going to change real quick. Okay, so for the way to get more money is usually you come here and you're like, oh, let's go play some games and get money. But there's actually a better way than doing it. So if you go, for some reason, when you go play with friends, you get a lot more money. I have no idea why, and it's not just by, oh, I feel like I get more money. No, you do get more money. So if you ever want to make money, just go here, play with people, and you may not be as ranked as well as you would by doing a regular game. But if you're going to choose any of these, I would suggest do Plant the Bomb if you want money, and also just Team Battle. So that's all I've got to suggest for that. And we're actually going to jump right into a game, and I'm actually going to show you ways to be a pro for certain things. So I'm going to start simply with Oliver. I'm going to select his Sci-Fi Phasar. So this is the shotgun trick that you can use with both Oliver and Riggs. So here's... I'm actually going to set this game up real quick, and I'll be right back. See you in a sec. How you do the shotgun trick. This is a really good trick for doing damage to people really quickly. It involves you getting really close to people, but it suggests any kind of weapon for Oliver work, except any weapon that shoots like not like a laser, just like any kind of weapon mostly. Not like the OCO Gauntlet. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the game will start in a sec. You can do this again for anyone who has like a secondary as a shotgun. This won't work for the shotgun for the what's it called, the robot guy, whatever, the B1000. Okay. See, the jump button is really useful. So what happens is I think it makes you go slightly faster. So, oh god. And of course I got wrecked.
That's not fair.
I'm actually lagging really hard right now. So sorry for that. Oh my gosh, this guy with the question marks are keeping in my games. I'm actually gonna change my sensitivity. Oh my god, no wonder. I have a horrible... Oh, another thing, yeah, choose a sensitivity you like, because sometimes sensitivity, and also pick up the shields. Whenever you find the shields or the strength, try and get it right off the start. See, look, no one has even picked this up. So people are so stupid for doing this. Always, right off the beginning, try and get the strength.
I'll just take this.
And I'm not really trying, so forgive me if like I don't really suck. Sometimes I do, but everyone's gonna have a bad day. So, where are they? Oh, he's here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use my strength on him.
Ouch! You lousy
This is the shotgun trick.
Thank you. May I have another?
What's dead my bullets?
That is the shotgun trick. God, and see, always be jumping around. I'm probably gonna die. Oh my gosh, I was lagging really bad there. See, always jump around. See, I'm not really trying, but that's what you gotta do. You're gonna run up to someone, and you're gonna quickly change to your shotgun. Okay, cool. So.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, always pick. Oh, so look, here's someone right here.
2 minutes remaining. Adios. Goodbye.
See how much damage I did to him? See, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna quickly change to your shotgun, and you're gonna destroy him. So always make sure. I usually like to put ammo +2 on it. I like watching the computer screen with this going on the computer string. So and when also the health, it's important to pick up those too.
Oops, killed ya.
Oh, got him. See how fast it kills them. Okay, so make sure you're always reloading too, and if you can't,
I'll just take
if you know you're not gonna be able to win. Oh,
what the holy?
See,
Another one bites the dust.
See how useful shotgun is.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh god. And that's another reason why I feel. Oh god. See, look at this. You always gotta be aware. See, I'm probably not gonna win that because that's such low health. See, that's the OC Gauntlet you're seeing there. But you can see how fast I'm actually killing these people because you go. And you can see how you can just spam it, because usually you won't be able to, but by doing this you can actually get a little bit better. Oh jeez.
Inadequate. This word describes you.
And I actually turned. Good job, teammate.
30 seconds.
See, I'm not going to pick that up because I don't have time. See, there's also spawn. You can't spawn camp. Yeah, so right now I'm just going to be a little jagged and just change real quick.
10 seconds. 5, 4,
Whoa, that was amazing.
3, 2, 1.
I can't shoot.
Whoa, I wasn't even trying anyway.
Yes, and I wasn't trying. Okay, so basically that's the shotgun trick. Thank you for everyone. If anyone in this video, this game is watching the video. So that's the shotgun trick. Always be jumping around. Look for shields and health. Like, know where they're gonna spawn on the maps. Yeah, and just don't be a jag to your teammates. And we'll be right back again. Just like to see if there's anything else I need to find. Pro, you wanna find a sensitivity that you feel comfortable with? Because see, I accidentally changed the sensitivity up. Because I was turning off the music so you guys could hear my voice. Buy all 3 of those loadouts, that's important. Buy the jump button. Use the equipment based on the character's weapons that you want to use. So because yeah, let's do this. So excuse me, jeez. I'm hungry or something. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Buy weapons before you buy skins. That's another important thing. If you want to buy weapons, do that. But if you want to buy skins, make sure there's no like important weapon you should buy first, because there's lots of really good weapons. Yeah, so I told you the shotgun trick. Riggs can do the same thing. This is the bounce laser. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Find a character you're comfortable with. That's another thing, because I'm really comfortable with Oliver. And you can actually do the same thing with the shotgun trick, but I like you doing it with the laser weapons better. But I'm mostly really comfortable with Tillman because of its really good weapons. Actually, change that back to that. The Fat Man's actually a really good weapon. All of the secondaries, I don't think I said anything, but I would suggest the Reverse Fountain, the RPL, and the Fat Man. That's pretty much it for that. Melee weapons are your choice. They all don't... I'm stuttering like shit. What the hell? I would pick a melee weapon that helps the character. Like, you see, this gives him 10% extra health. It doesn't do as much damage as... I think it does slightly, not noticeable, less damage than the double hug, but it gives him health, and they just look awesome. Use your abilities whenever you can, because really it's all about building your class upon the way, not just building on OP things, strategies that work. So, but sometimes it's good to just be a jag and use try-hard weapons, like the bouncing daddy's a try-hard weapon, the drone shooter's a try-hard weapon. I'm pretty sure the bounce laser is a try-hard weapon, but there's so many try-hard weapons. And sometimes you're going to lose, sometimes you're going to win. And by playing in these lobbies, you actually get a little bit more money. No, I don't care, because I'm already on YouTube, bro. And, yeah, don't forget to do the tutorial. If you're first starting to do the tutorial a couple times, see if you can do it really quickly and understand it. And reload. And another way to make money, I guess, is by... I guess you call this boosting, but really it's all good. It's by get like another phone or something and make a drop the bomb and just keep planting the bomb with your friend or something, or just play the actual game with actual people and play the objective, and that's another way to make a lot of money. Again, log in every day for gas. Look for these bundle deals. Do free gas if you can, because that's really helpful. And when you first start, always do this if you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is all hype for Battle Bears Ultimate. Skyvu, I hope you're still watching, because it's cool that you followed me on Twitter and all that. And I'm excited to be able to like maybe work with you a little, find some ideas that other players are looking forward to. Maybe like an infected game mode, like I said. Yeah, so I'm really excited for Battle Bears Ultimate. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to be a pro. It's really simple. I mean, it takes practice. And again, practice games. Practice if you can. I mean, maybe it'd be cool if Skyvu, maybe you made in the new game, you made like a special bot lobby where you can just like Call of Duty, where you can just play against bots and practice and make them like different levels, the hardness and all that. Or maybe just like a little shooting range that you can practice on, so players can practice their aiming for weapons and just try out weapons. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video and liked it at all, if you want me to do the same thing for Call of Mini Infinity, if you don't know what that is, this is Call of Mini Infinity, and my stupid pixel gun stopped working for some reason. But this is Call of Mini Infinity. So, but Call of Mini Infinity, I can do the same thing if you would like. You know, because I'm probably one of the best players in the whole game, most likely, because I'm almost the complete max level. Hope you guys can still hear me. But, yeah, if you have any questions for me, if you'd like me to do this for Call of Mini Infinity 2, you can go ahead and ask. And again, Skyvu, I have a couple questions for you, Skyvu. Is there anything, any important info you'd like me to tell people, go ahead and I'll tell them. And all these people want to join my guild. But be on the lookout for BattleBears Ultimate videos. And again, thank you Skyvoo for being on this channel. Maybe if you gave this video a shout out, we could grow it and have people learn how to be better BattleBears gold players. And be amazing if you could maybe help, maybe if there's a beta you can release or something for BattleBears Ultimate. I can make a little tutorial and tell people how the game works and controls, so people can be helped out more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Again, Skyvoo, thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Any questions, leave comments down below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So have a nice night, guys. Bye. I don't even know. I'm starving, so have a nice day.